We're going to record a session on how to subscribe, how to save a list, and how to subscribe to a filtered list or a custom list within the MTSS RTI report dashboard. First, log into Infinite Campus. Click on the MTSS RTI report, which brings you to Tableau, where the MTSS RTI dashboard are housed. It's important to understand that this has to be done in two steps. First, you need to create your filter or create your custom list and save the view. You need to save the view in order to be able to subscribe to that current list for weekly or daily updates. So once loaded, we're going to do this two ways. I'm going to save a list with certain filters ran on it, and then I'm going to save a list with certain students on it. So if I'm going to my filter, I want to go ahead and I want to look at my multiple D's and F's. I'm actually going to move that down. Let's say I just want to do a multiple DF and do a freshman watch list. So I'm going to select just freshmen with multiple D's and F's. You can apply whichever filters you want when wanting to track a certain factor or metric. Once that's set, close the filters. Now this is an important first step, which is you have to save the view. So I'm going to go down to View, click on there, and I'm going to name this view, and I'm going to call it Liberatory Freshman with 2 or more D/F. And I'm going to hit Save. Now once this refreshes, the view is saved. And now I have a choice. If I go down to the bottom, you'll see that I actually am looking at the view, which is the freshman with multiple D's or F's. I can also subscribe to this. And in here I can subscribe and I can call it the subject line freshman multiple D/F. This is so when I'm getting the email on a Monday morning or weekday morning basis that I actually have kind of an idea what filter was applied to that report before it was sent to me. And then I can hit subscribe. And then that's created. That's how to save it for a filtered list. The next list we're going to look at is going to be a custom list that you make yourself. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to go back to my original default view. By clicking on original default view, I'm removing all filters and I'm going back to the core, looking at the full student body. Sorry about that. Now I can also make custom lists if I'm working on a caseload or I'm doing progress monitoring or there's a cohort of students I want to check on each week. And that is by just doing the search the student list. So I'm going to search some Smiths. You'll see all of them come up. I click which ones I want. It will have to spin and reload each time you click on a student. And you'll see that each student will now start being applied down at the bottom here. That's how you know that you're searching those students. So I'm going to put 2 Smiths on here. Now, searching another student does not get rid of those students. You'll see that those Smiths are actually put into the list here. I'm actually going to go and search 2 Millers. And you'll see as I select them, the list continues to grow. And at the end, you're going to see which 4 students I have listed here. And then I can go back down here to the bottom, and once again, I have to save this view. Click on here. I'm going to put Liberatory, Smith, Miller list. I'm not going to make it my default, and I'm not going to make it public. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. It will refresh, showing that that view was saved. You'll see down in the bottom that it's actually, I'm on the Liberatory Smith Miller view, and I can subscribe to this list. By hitting subscribe, once again, I want to know what this dashboard is when it goes into my email. So in the subject line, I'll do a hyphen and I'll do Liberatory Smith Miller list. And I'll hit subscribe. What's important is if you get too many subscriptions, you can make adjustments to subscriptions by just clicking subscribe and hit manage. Clearly, we have a lot of them in here. I'm going to go down to Liberatory because I have a lot of them saved. So what you'll see is these are all ones that I've saved. But once again, you can subscribe or not subscribe to this view, and you can edit and manage your subscriptions as needed. This is a quick, short version how to save a list and how to subscribe to various lists using filters and using a custom search student list.